Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wonder and Awe Productions presents Circle Up, offering songs and stories through the wires during this bizarre time of existence. I'm your host, resident artist, and producer extraordinaire, Brenda Carsey. Joining me this evening are artists Aaron Kellim, Katie Ferrara, and Loretti. Tonight, each artist will share one song at a time in a round for a total of 3 rounds with story and discussion peppered throughout. We will be accepting donations this evening via both Venmo and PayPal, which will be split evenly amongst all artists. You can Venmo at Brenda Carsey, or PayPal is contact@brendacarseyart.com. And please write Circle Up in the memo section. This information is also in the description section of this live video for you so that you can easily copy paste. And all of the artists performing this evening's Facebook and Instagram links are also there for you so that you can follow everybody, because I think I picked pretty good artists and I hope that you all like them too. And with that, we're going to bring in our first artist here. We're going to welcome Loretti. Hello.
Hi.
How are you, my dear?
I am great. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm so happy to have you here.
Yeah, I'm very excited to be doing this.
Yay.
Yeah, just adjusting my settings there a little bit. Thank you so much for asking me. Like, this is honestly gives me a reason to get out of my sweatpants.
I know. Absolutely. I'm like, that's the only reason I actually started this show, is to have a reason to put on makeup. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Yeah.
I love this lamp behind you too. It's gorgeous.
Oh, isn't it nice?
It's really cool.
I've had it for a while. It's, I'm sure, a knockoff, but I like it. And this is my entire family.
Oh, wow.
My shoulder. My 6 siblings and I, and my father and mother's pictures. So they're all here with me today.
I love that. That's so awesome. I'm like, thanks for coming, family. No. So cheesy. Friends, that is Loretti. And we are now going to welcome Katie Ferrara coming in here. Katie Ferrara. Hi, Katie. How are you? How are you, Katie? You're good? Do you have sound yet? Oh, okay. I was like, oh. She is here. And she says hi. Tom is already with us. Hi, Tom. This is Thomas Critch, who I know Katie knows as well.
I had the Facebook sound going at the same time. So I was like, oh, don't talk. I have to mute.
Got you. Thank you for doing that. How are you doing, though, honey? I haven't seen you in so long.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm hanging in there. So
yeah. Let me see how long your hair is since I've last seen you. Has it just been growing?
I cut it. I did cut it.
But can I see? Oh my goodness. Wow. It's so, how much did you cut off?
I cut off 4 inches.
Wow. So you're like, it's just long. At a certain point, you're like, it's long, but the cut just makes it crisp. Like crisps it up.
There's a science to growing hair, and I feel like once it gets a certain length, like it gets really thin at the end. So you have to trim it every few months so it doesn't get super thin.
Right. So it doesn't break, right?
Yeah, because otherwise all your hair is going to break off.
Right. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Well, I'm really happy to have you here with us tonight, my dear.
Thank you.
I haven't heard you in so long. That'll be awesome. Friends, that is Katie Ferrara. And last but not least, we're going to welcome Aaron Kellim in. We're waiting for him just a second. Waiting for him. There he is. Hi, Aaron.
Oh.
Welcome.
Thank you.
How's it going? I know. I'm so glad to have you here, man. I'm so grateful. We had to have at least one guy, at least.
Right. I saw someone commented all the beautiful ladies. I'm like, oh, I'm about to ruin that.
Yeah. No. Well, lucky for everyone, you have a beautiful face, so it all works out.
Thank you.
Yeah, but how are you doing today?
I'm doing so well.
Good. I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, we have friends tuning in already. We have Carla Rounds is saying hello to everyone, and Frank says Katie is a great mime. I think because you were muted a second ago. Hi, Frank. And Chuck. Hi, Chuck. How you doing, man? Chuck said hello to all the beautiful ladies. And we have Deb Matthews saying hey there. Yeah, we're just getting started, friends. So we're going to hop into some music right now. And we're going to kick things off this evening with Loretti. So we're going to let you get nice and big, and we'll mute ourselves, and we'll see you on the other side.
Thank you. Sorry, I messed up my thing. The song I'm going to start with tonight I actually haven't released yet. It's called Let the Old Way Die. I wrote it in 2015, recorded it in 2016, and it's a part of an upcoming EP called Bigger Than the Sun, but it's just been a very slow release. I did 2 songs off of that EP this year and with videos, and so I'm waiting to release them as I get music videos going. But this is it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Nice, girl. Man, I would love to let some of the old ways die.
Right?
That'd be great. Just some things.
Yeah, I mean that lyric is so like, yeah, it's just like, God, just drop it. Can we just drop it? Like, and never return.
Yeah, and it can mean so many different things too, for depending on what the old times mean to you.
Yeah.
I also hear like really high harmonies over it, like please don't
They
let
are
the
Oh
harmony.
old way die. Yeah.
There's a lot of harmony and a lot of like spooky organ in it. The product, in the recorded versions of these songs are very much different. There's a lot more thought put into them, but
Oh, nice.
this is the solo version.
It's just as great, baby. You sound wonderful.
Chorus melody is beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is. Frank said he loves your song, and Dennis Kellim. I wonder who that is. Any relation, Aaron?
Could be my father.
Could be fathers in the
Definitely is
house.
father.
Welcome to either, whomever you are, of the parents. Welcome. Mark Nishimura. Hello, Mark. Nice to see you. Loretti, Mark says lovely. And Leanne Dahmer says, hey, y'all. And Dan Silverman says, hi, Leanne. Okay. And then Leanne says, hi, Dan.
I know Dan and Leanne.
Oh, you do? Awesome. Thank you so much for coming to watch Katie Friends. And you're just in time because she is literally right now. She's going to play a song. And yeah, to everyone out there who's watching, all we see on my end is just a white eyeball with a number next to it. So please feel free to comment so we can personify that number with a name. And feel free to share this link so more people tune in because that is awesome and that's what we love. All right. And now, friends, here's Katie Ferrara.
Hey, guys. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear the guitar?
Yeah.
It's all good. Okay. I'm going to play a song called This High. And it's not about being high, even though Brenda was like, in sound check, she's like, I like this song. I mean, it could be about that. I don't know. But this song, I wrote it last year when the COVID pandemic started because I was envisioning a time when we could all go outside and rip off our masks and just enjoy the fresh air. And I don't know, I was also going through like a big, I guess, awakening in my life. So I've had a lot of people went through that last year. They were like, oh crap, like everything's been taken away, my job and my social life. And then you're kind of like thinking, well, who am I? So yeah, that's kind of what inspired the song, and it's gonna be on my next record. So I hope you enjoy. The rain is pouring out my window, and everybody's stuck inside their homes. Stepped outside and ripped off the mask that was covering up my scars. Barefaced in the pale sunlight, these naked eyes can finally say it all. I feel like, and it's been a long, long time since I was high. Floating these emotions, I've flown to the other side where the sun always shines. I feel like, and it's been a long, long time. And it's been a long, long time. Don't know what time it is around me. The days are all bleeding into one. The walls of this tower of solitude are crumbling down, and the war is over now. I'll use this broken glass of your love to build myself some solid ground. 'Cause I feel like, and it's been a long, long time since I was high. Floating these emotions, I've flown to the other side where the sun always shines. I feel like, and it's been a long, long time. And it's been a long, long It's been a long, long time.
Woo,
Yeah.
girl.
Thank you.
Powerful.
Yeah, that one, that's a good one, honey. I like it.
Thank you.
I really like I like the whole melody of the whole song, but I really like your on time, your little like,
You like the run
yeah,
thing?
I like your little run.
Thank you.
Yeah. I have a question. Did you write that by chance? Like the first month or so of quarantine, it was so ironic to me that it was not only were we all forced to be inside, but it rained for the longest it's rained in LA ever. Did you write
Yeah.
that or begin writing the poetry of it back
Yeah,
then?
I was sitting inside and it was just raining and I was at the piano and I had that melody in my head and I don't know, it just came pouring out like the rain.
Yeah. I feel it for sure.
Yeah.
That's so fun. I love that. Oh my goodness. Where am I at? Oh, Frank, I swear to goodness. He said, Katie is always Grady.
Yes.
It rhymes.
Oh my goodness, Frank. Dan Silverman is clapping a bunch. It's like however bajillion of this many emojis. And Chuck Owens is clapping. Dennis Kellim is also clapping. And Leanne Domer says, woohoo!
Woohoo!
Yes, friends. That was Katie Ferrara. And now let's hop over to Aaron Kellim right now for his first song.
Beautiful.
Here we go.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Well, everyone watching right now, thank you for hanging out with us. This is amazing. Brenda, thanks for having me on this. My first song that I'm going to play is called Hold You. And I wrote this song. It's interesting because I think we all have been in those places in life where we had to go through a really tough situation to realize just how good things were in our life prior to that situation. And so this song, I was walking a friend through a really bad divorce and a lot of pain and hurt, and just having conversations with him, talking about those little things about his wife that he missed so much, really put into perspective the little things about my wife that I love so much that I take for granted all the time. And so this song comes out of a lot of heartbreak from a friend turned into appreciation for the things in my life. And so this song is called Hold You. And here we go. There ain't no sunshine like they say. Every time she's gone away, I think I wanna hold you. I think I wanna hold you. I love the way your skin reminds me of the days when we were young and free. A simple melody could take us to a place where it's just you and me. But when you're out there on your own, I'll be waiting here back home, wondering if you're missing me, 'cause I'm missing you. And there ain't no sunshine like they say. Every time she's gone away, I think I wanna hold you. I think I wanna hold you. And I'm losing sleep here in LA, thinking about them good old days. I think I wanna hold you. I think I wanna hold you. I love the way your smile can drive me crazy, even when you're not around. The fragrance of your love has got me high, and I ain't ever coming down. But when you're out there on your own, I'll be waiting here back home, hoping that you're missing me, 'cause I'm missing you. And there ain't no sunshine like they say. Every time she's gone away, I think I wanna hold you. I think I wanna hold you. And I'm losing sleep here in LA, thinking about them good old days. I think I wanna hold you. I think I wanna hold you. Yeah. Oh, I think
wanna hold you. 'Cause there ain't no sunshine like they say. Every time she's gone away, I think I wanna hold you. I think I wanna hold you. And I'm losing sleep here in LA, thinking about them good old days. I think I wanna hold you. I think I wanna hold you. I think I wanna hold you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That's beautiful. I
I
love
love
that
that.
chorus.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
It's another good, like, I am in this moment realizing how much I miss harmonizing with people, even if it was just quietly to myself in the audience. Like,
Right.
I was like, I'm glad I'm on mute because I'm like, I'm in the harmony.
Yeah.
yeah, I miss that so much. Probably just in regards to everyone out there, singer songwriters. If there's a bunch of them all together, it will like harmonies will just happen because we all pick up one another's songs so quickly and lyrics so quickly, and everyone will just start like quietly singing the audience, but you can hear them on stage. It's fun. I miss it. But yeah, it's a great song, man. It's cool to take like an experience of someone else's and turn it into something positive for yourself as well. And I hope your friend's okay.
He has been. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I hope so. Oh my goodness. Brittany Bookout said, "Come on, Aaron,
Come
so
on,
good."
Brand new book out.
And then Paul Rogers says, "Very awesome, love it." Frank is clapping. Kevin is clapping. Brother, uncle.
Kevin is uncle.
Yeah, nice. Same last name. Just guessing over here. Dan Silverman said soulful. Deb Matthews said great lyrics and vibe. And oh my goodness, Kristen Kellim. I wonder who that is.
It's that lady.
It's a lady.
That is the wife.
It's the lady.
No, it is
Hello,
yeah,
the lady.
the lady.
Oh my goodness. Thank you all so much. We have Renee Fight saying go Aaron as well. I hope I said that last name correctly.
Yes. Yeah, it was great. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Killing
Renee.
it. Killing the phonetics tonight. Yes.
That's a good feeling.
Oh my goodness. All right, friends. I'm going to hop into my first song now because it's a round. So we're going around and around. So here I go. So the fun thing for me about doing this each week is trying to do a new song, like new songs every single week that I haven't done the week prior. So these are all 3 songs I haven't played this year yet so far. So I'm going to start things off tonight with Party's Over. I'm going to do one song from each different album. So this song is going to be on an album I'm going to be recording this spring, finally, after being postponed for over a year. But it's time. It's time to get back on it. Come here, buddy. My heart's a patient one, you know it's true. I never told you how to act or what to do. Oh, I loved you, I embraced you through the night. Then you pulled out your scissors and slipped away, and you went astray. Now let me ask you, where will you be when the party's over? When the lights get switched back on, where will you be when the party's over? When the girlies are all gone, when you rolled your last flip, babe, and your coolness fades away, yeah. Where will you be when the party's over? You'll be dreaming about me. No, no, no. Ooh. when the girlies are all gone, when everyone's moved on, and you're at the same bar listening to the same damn song. Where will you be when the party's over? You'll be dreaming about me. I gave you all I had to give, I did. And you loved me in your own way, but you just couldn't commit. Please don't compare me to your past, girl, so no. 'Cause I'm a special soul, and I'm here to watch you grow. But now it's time to ask you, yeah. Where will you be when the party's over? When the lights get switched back on? Where will you be when the party's over? When the girl is all gone, when the wrinkles sink into your face and gray hairs grow in and take their place? Where will you be when the party's over? Oh, you sure won't be with me. Yeah. Oh, thanks, friends.
That sounded awesome.
Seriously.
Oh, thank you so
Love
much.
it. It's exciting.
Your songs are always a journey. I love it.
A journey, man. That's an accurate word. Man, that song's for anyone out there who's ever been cheated on or played around with or toyed with by someone who didn't know how to commit.
So everyone.
It's like everyone in LA.
Yeah, that is probably the most Los Angeles song that I have ever written.
Yeah.
Because it's a great, well, maybe not now, but prior to all the shutdown stuff, it's a great city to just party in and be detached and uncaring and self-focused and all those things. It's great for all of that. Oh my goodness. Paul Rogers, thank you so much, Paul, for the love. Gilbert Louis Ray's in the house. Hi, Gilbert. He said this one's gangsta. Thanks, Gilbert. I don't know if the gangs in South LA would agree, but no, I'm just kidding. Oh my God, what did Frank just say? Frank just said, I tweeted a clip of you doing this one yesterday from Santa Monica Place to plug the show. Oh, that's so sweet. I don't have Twitter, but I appreciate you doing that. That's really sweet. Oh man, I missed that gig. I really do. My mom's watching everyone, and she said great round to everyone. She said great first round.
Hi, Brenda's mom.
So fun. Will, you're so funny. My boyfriend is also watching. We could say hi, Will.
I will.
Hi, Will. He just said serving voice. So funny. Dan Silverman, thank you so much for the love. Tom, thank you. Looking forward to Cognizance. That's the album that song will be on. I really appreciate all the love that's coming in. I won't read all the comments because they are for me, and I'm the announcer, and I can read them. So I won't say them all because I feel that's silly. But friends, thank you so much for watching. Again, this is Circle Up every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This evening, I am joined by Loretti. Feel free to wave so they know who you are. There they are. And then we have Aaron Kellim, and we have Katie Ferrara. And again, my name is Brenda Carsey. We are just getting started. We have 2 more rounds of music for you. I do want to throw out there that we are accepting donations this evening. If you have it within your means to offer a contribution, you can do it at Venmo, Venmo at Brenda Carsey, or PayPal contact at BrendaCarseyArt.com. And please write Circle Up in the memo section. If you click See More and expand the description section of this live video, all that information is there for you, as well as every artist on the screen's Instagram and Facebook links. And I encourage you all to follow everybody because it takes this fast. Ready? Bink, and then that's it. And then you're already following them. That's how easy it is. So definitely do that before the show's up. And let's hop into our second round of music. And that means we are back to Loretti. Here we go.
Hi. So, again, I would like to agree with Brenda's mom and say amazing first round, everybody. Everybody sounded great. So, very happy to be doing this again. I'm actually going to go way, way back to my first real band that I was in Dallas called the UBA. I wrote this song called Back Here, And I'm going to sing it tonight the way I originally wrote it. We ended up using it for that band in a different arrangement. My band members, Richard Keller and Brandon Butters, like kind of put this little 50s doo-wop twist on it, and it was really cute. But I haven't really performed it since then, but it it's essentially about the different like musicians that you meet in your life, and or friends or acquaintances or whatever, and how sometimes people drift in and out of your life, but we're all kind of part of this collective, and hopefully we'll like all hang out again at some point, or whatever. And I feel like it's kind of appropriate right now for the current situation of like I miss all of my friends that we used to hang out with and make music together or enjoy each other's music, and so I wanted to share it again tonight.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't imagine that being 50s doo-woppy.
It's really cute, but
I like the country folk vibes that are happening.
Yeah.
I know. I literally brought that to the band room. Like, I wrote this song, but it's way too country. Like, what can we do? And it turned out really cute.
It is really cute. I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You have a really beautiful head voice too.
Ah, thank you.
Like very flirty and ethereal and light. It's very pretty. Oh, thank you so much. What's that?
I said because I live up there.
Yeah. Are you an air sign?
I'm Leo.
No. Is that an air sign?
I don't know. All I know is
I
Leo,
asked it like I know.
like a typical Leo, I don't know anything else about it.
That's so fun. Maybe someone out there can let us know if a Leo is an air sign or not. Thank you so much, Tom, for the donation. We really appreciate it. Loretti, Paul Rogers says, so beautiful, fills the heart with love. Deb Matthews says, great song, Loretti. Frank says, another nice song. Dan Silverman says, great tune. And we have people waving and clapping. Dennis is clapping, and Diane Tamicha is also clapping. And Leanne says, very nice.
Yay, Diane.
Yeah. Friends, that was Loretti. And now let's head over to Miss Katie Ferrara for her second song.
Yes.
Here we go.
So I'm going to play a song that I'm putting out on March 8th, which is also International Women's Day. And this song, it's called On Her Path, and it's a song about the global water crisis. So the song comes out on the 8th, but the video comes out actually on the 22nd, which is World Water Day. And I wrote this song, I'm partnering with water.org, which is this organization. They help bring clean water to societies all over the world that don't have that access to it. So check them out if you can. And I think I'm going to try looping because, I don't know, I think it'll sound fun. If it sounds funky, I'll just fix it. But hopefully it sounds okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, I have to check what key I'm in. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, this is where you get to sing along. Oh, but you know what? I have to get rid of that because I'm gonna have to. 1 second. Okay, one more second. I'm gonna try this again. I messed up the loop. 1 second. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We all come from somewhere, journeys big and small, walking 10 miles a day for water in no way at all, holding on dusty roads, jerry cans, a mother of 4, clean water, sanitation, she asked for a little more. Roads of terror, skies of Thank you.
Great.
Thanks, guys.
Oh my gosh, I love the looping.
Mhm.
It was
It's
beautiful,
fun.
honey. It was really great. So
Thank you.
what are you allowed to talk about it? What's the instrumentation like on the song that's coming out on the 8th?
Yeah, so I've got Fernando Perdomo. He's playing bass, and what else does he play? I think he just plays bass on that. And then Rob Humphreys is playing
Nice.
like
Drums.
drums and percussion.
Cool.
And then I've got melodica on it. So I didn't play it now because I can't do everything. I mean, I guess I could throw that in loop next time. I have to practice it, but we're gonna leave that out of the mix. And I was just playing it for fun in the studio, and like I kind of liked it a lot, so we kept
Is
it
the
in.
melodica doing the da 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 da?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's doing like a harmony to it.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
There's the vocals in there too.
That's fun.
Yeah.
It's
So
a
that's coming out in the 8th.
it's a great song with a great message and like focal point for us to be consciously aware of and not take for granted at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, water is you don't think about it in the society that we live in, but these women, like they're India and Africa and South America, like they're traveling like 10 miles a day just to get access to water. They'll go to a well.
Right.
And so water.org, they help provide like proper sanitation pipelines and just water so the women can focus on going to school or also like growing their own business instead of spending all their time like trying to get the water. So the organization, I really like them because they're all about women. They're all about empowerment and like feminism. So
That's
equality.
awesome,
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's so great.
Equality.
Yeah. What a concept.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Paul Rogers says beautiful voice. Gilbert says so sick. Frank says cool jazzy Sade type vibe.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
Sade meets Manu Chao.
So fun. Dan Silverman says killer. Chuck Owen says I agree, very Sade-ish. And then Tom put a world with 3 water drops. And then Deb Matthews says not only a great song but a great cause, and the looping was really fun. And Dennis is clapping, and Kristen is heart eyeball emojiing you.
Thank you, guys.
And Leon Dahmer also is clapping for you, my dear.
Thank you.
Yeah, friends, again, that was Katie Ferrara. And now we are going to hop over to Mr. Aaron Kellim for his second song. Are you ready?
Beautiful. I'm ready.
Yay. Here we go.
Great. Thank you. So my second song is a song called Wide Open. And this song, I was in the studio with a guy named Jay Denton, who I work with. He's actually runs Endure Studios where I'm at right now. And I remember just thinking, I really wanted to write a song, this concept of your heart breaking. But in that moment, my heart was breaking because it was like overfilled with love. I just had so much love flowing out. I just wanted to spread love to everyone around me. And so I wrote this song about that feeling of like my heart's been ripped wide open, but it's all because of just this abundance of love that I just wanted to spread to the world. Because in that moment, I felt like the world just needed a lot of love, and I felt like I had a lot of it to give. So this is called Wide Open, and you can find it anywhere that you listen to music. My heart's been ripped wide open. So many mixed emotions. It's like I finally noticed I've been set free. I've been set free. I spent a lifetime running, fearing what I'd become if I stop playing goalie on all of my thoughts. Yeah, speaking out straight from the heart, but now I see. Oh, I see this love is taking over, breaking through my chest and overflowing. With every single beat, it pulls me closer, closer to you. I'm never gonna hold back being someone to lean on. I'll always be that 2 a.m. phone call when you need one. When everything in life is getting harder to shoulder, I'll be your soldier. My heart's been ripping wide
wide open. No words enough to show it. Now my whole world's in motion. I feel like Fred, but in my neighborhood, yeah. Call me and I will make sure to set you free. To set you free. Oh, I see this love is taking over, breaking through my chest and overflowing. With every single beat, it pulls me closer, closer to you. I'm never gonna hold back being someone to lean on. I'll always be that 2 a.m. phone call when you need one. When everything in life is getting harder to shoulder, I'll be your soldier. My heart's been ripping wide open, open, wide open. My heart's been ripping wide open, open, wide open. Oh, I feel this love is taking over, breaking through my chest and overflowing. With every single beat, it pulls me closer, closer to you. I'm never gonna hold back being someone to lean on. I'll always be that 2 a.m. phone call when you need one. When everything in life is getting harder to shoulder, I'll be your soldier. My heart's been ripping wide open, open, wide open. My heart's been ripping wide open, open, wide open.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What a pretty song.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
It's really pretty. I do like like the I don't know why I want to say backwards, but the meaning of help me with
Yeah,
words,
so
friends.
I feel like that is me every time I try to explain this
I'm
song.
like,
Because you take a heartbreak and it's backwards. Yeah,
it's
I
great.
know
No, I love it. Your heart's breaking from bursting, wide open.
exactly. With love.
No, it's great, man. It's really cool. It's got like some definite Justin Timberlake vibes. That's what I'm vibing on.
Okay.
I hope that's okay.
I receive gladly.
Oh, goodness. Paul Rogers said, spread the love.
Yes,
And
sir.
Frank said, cool, catchy tune.
Thank you,
Deb
Frank.
Matthews said, love the concept of this song and love you and your lyrics.
Oh, thank you.
And Dennis is clapping for you. And Leanne Domer says, this song is a total vibe. Great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I think so too. I thought it was pretty spiffy. Oh, and then Kristen just said one of my faves.
Oh, you do better.
Aw. So sweet. Oh, and Dan Silverman says, great sentiment.
Thank you. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah. Thank you all so much for sharing your love with everybody. It feels great. All right, friends. I'm going to hop over to myself now for my second song here. So here I go. So my second song this evening. So again, my first song was from an upcoming album called Cognizance that will come out this year. Thank goodness. And this song is from a 2017 album called Solitary Refinement. So I'm going to go backwards in time as I go on. And this song is called Alone. And it's for anyone who maybe has been feeling sad about it, but that we just have to live with it. Sometimes we're alone, and that's okay. It's okay to be alone. You can learn a lot about yourself, a lot of fun stuff when you're alone. All right. I've been alone in this world since the day I was born, and every step I I take through life. I walk it alone, and when I face my death, you know I'll face it alone. But it would still be nice to have a man on my arm. I never thought that I'd be alone for so long without a man to come on home with me. This young body is going to waste slowly, ripening past its prime taste. Oh no, woe is me. When I'm alone and sober, I keep getting little tears, so I fill my cup to wash away some of my fears. Find a coffee shop just to read a little poem, trying to pretend that I'm not alone, but I am alone. I am alone, and you are alone. Hey. Oh, it seems I've woken up from my dream fantasy, no longer leading me with a leash down the road blindly. That's all in the past. I woke up too fast. I never thought that I'd be alone for so long without a man to come on home with me. This young body is going to waste slowly, ripening past its prime taste. Oh no, woe is me. When I'm alone and sober, I keep getting little tears, so I spark a light to smoke away some of my fears. Find a coffee shop just to read a little poem, trying to pretend that I'm not alone, no, but I am alone. I am alone, and you are alone. I never thought that I'd be alone for so long without a man to come on home with me. This young body is going to waste slowly, ripening past its prime taste. Oh no, woe is me. Ha! When I'm alone and sober, I keep getting little tears, so I fill my cup to wash away some of my fears. Find a coffee shop just to read a little poem, trying to pretend that I'm not alone, no, but I am alone. I am alone, and you are alone. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That was so great.
Thank
I love the scatting.
you. Thank you.
So that song is like, it's like the jumping off point for a Broadway show. I feel like it's so,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd still go see that show.
As soon as I'm in my 40s, I will write a rock opera, only because it's come up so many times in my life. People are like, "Have you ever done musical theater?" And I never have. I've never done. I never did theater, acting, none of it. But apparently, we'll get there eventually. I have plenty of time.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it. I know that song is like, it's so depressing, man. I was alone and single for so long. So to anyone out there who's alone because of quarantine or because of whatever the reasons are, it's all temporary. Even if it lasts 7 years like mine did, it is temporary and eventually will change in some capacity. You know what I mean? But man, I appreciate you all listening. Oh, my mom liked the second round, everyone.
Thank you,
Yay.
Mom.
She liked everyone's
Thanks,
songs.
Brenda's mom.
Yeah, thanks, Mom. Paul Rogers says, wow, lovely. Thank you so much, Paul. I appreciate it. Frank said, you're never alone with Zoom. Nice one, Frank. He said, nice scatting too. Mark Nishimura is clapping. Thank you so much, Mark. And Dan wrote, whew. And Dennis is clapping. Thank you, Dennis. And Tom is clapping. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate it. Deb Matthews says, you could write for Broadway. That'd be fabulous. Whoever wants to pay me to write songs for them is totally great. I'm happy to write songs for whoever. If anyone has a Broadway connection, let me know. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much to Leanne and to Kristen. I really appreciate it. And Chuck, he says he hopes that I do write a rock opera one day.
I'm with Chuck.
Oh my gosh, so funny. Friends, thank you so much again for tuning in. We have one more round of music. Don't go anywhere. Again, this is Circle Up every Monday at 7 p.m., at least until the end of April. I haven't committed past then, but I'm committed till then, and then we'll just see where the world's at by then. And again, this evening, I am joined by Loretti and Katie Ferrara and Aaron Kellim. And again, my name is Brenda Carsey. And if you have it within your means this evening to offer a contribution, we are accepting donations. Everything's being split completely evenly amongst the four of us. The majority of us are still currently, but full-time musicians. And we'll just say it's been a heck of a year. So if you do have it within your means to offer something, it would mean so much to all of us. And again, Venmo at Brenda Carsey, PayPal contact at BrendaCarseyArt.com. Click see more. I'll just put it in the comment section right now too, because that way it's really easy for you all. And that means we're gonna hop into our third and final round of music for you all. And that means that we are back to Loretti. Are you ready, my dear? Oh, not yet. Oh, you can't hear me. Whoops. Stand by, friends. Things happen. It's okay. Things happen because of technology and stuff. So funny. If it's weird, you could always leave and come back, Loretti. Because we can't hear you. So why don't you leave the meeting and come back? That's totally okay. I'll write it in the comments. And Katie, we're gonna go over to you, my love, and let you sing us a song.
Alrighty.
All right, here we go.
Hope she's okay.
Yeah, I'll message her.
Okay, cool. So for my final song, check. Ooh, okay, so for my final song, I'm gonna do something new I wrote. It's called Timeless, and I wrote this in January. Actually, I was kind of thinking about Valentine's Day coming up, and yeah, it's about, when you meet someone and they tell you like it's bad timing, or you say to yourself like, oh man, like if only we could be together, but like, maybe you've just graduated college, or you're moving to another place, or maybe like they're not moving, they just got out of a relationship and like you like them, but you don't want to make a move, but then like you make a move and then you're like, oh crap, well, and then they tell you it's bad timing. So that's kind of where it came about. And I was trying to say to myself, well, fuck that. True love is timeless. It's not something you can fit in the box. And I'm trying to make myself feel better. So anyway, this is called Timeless. And that's what I think. Love is not something you can fit in the box.
Left the light on by the bed, wanting to call, but I know what you'll say. It's been so long since I felt the
You say it's bad timing to keep me from finding somebody who wants me for who I am. 'Cause true love is timeless, open and boundless, always enough to believe. No, it's never bad timing, you're just the wrong one. And I'm such a fool to think you really cared about me. You really cared about me. Why do I do this? Hold on to nothing. Build up statues to capture the moment. I paint you with roses, enjoying the romance, ignoring the thoughts in my head. It's now or never. Take what you can get, forgetting there's more we could share. 'Cause true love is timeless, open and boundless, always enough to believe. Oh, it's never bad timing, you're just the wrong one. And I'm such a fool to think you really cared about me. You really cared about me. At least I'm a fool who's in search of the truth. Each time that I fall, I can see through it all. 'Cause true love is timeless, open and boundless, always enough to believe. No, it's never bad timing, you're just the wrong one. I'm turning this lock and key, now I can feel free. I can feel free. I can feel free. Now I can feel. There you go.
Yeah, baby.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's a great one, man. I can like relate to that in so many freaking times in my life, Katie. It's insane. It's literally, it's not about timing. Like I used to get so frustrated. It's like you really can't balance a job and friends and like love. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. They just don't know how to express intimacy is really what's happening. Or be seen. They can't actually be seen. They're not ready to be seen.
They're not ready to be seen. Yeah. So it's never, I don't think it's your fault. And I think especially as women, like we tell ourselves like, oh, like it's just bad timing or whatever. Or they'll say if they're like a player or whatever, they're gonna be like, oh, it's just bad timing. You're just like, no, you just want to sleep with me and that's it. It's annoying.
But I like you a lot though. Can I see you tomorrow?
Yeah, exactly. I'm
It's a-
timeless. You can't mess with me.
Yeah, it's a great song, honey. I love it.
Thank you.
Is that one coming out?
That one, I haven't recorded it yet. It's
Okay.
like fresh off the songwriting menu.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so you guys are getting a sneak peek of things I'm working on.
This is the place to do it. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks.
that's awesome. Frank said another fine song, Katie, is timeless and weightless. Weightless is a title of one of Katie's other songs, so
Yeah.
that's what we call a fan drop.
Yeah. Thank you, Frank.
Kevin Vasquez, hey Kevin, says your vocals are timeless,
Oh, thank you.
and Dan Silverman says total awesomeness.
Thank you, Dan.
Dennis and Tom are both clapping emojiing for you, and Leanne says digging deep into the soul, feeling this so much. Awesome, Katie.
Thank you.
And Paul Rogers says wonderful song. Y'all sound amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, friends. Again, that was Katie Ferrara. And I do want to ask, so you have that song coming out on the 8th, and then a video on the 22nd, you said?
Yes, if
Yeah.
everyone wants to pre-save the song on her path, it's on my Facebook page, on my Instagram. So check the links.
Yeah, awesome.
Thanks.
Look forward to it. All right, friends. Again, that was Katie Ferrara. And now we're going to hop over to Aaron, and then we'll do Loretti right after that. So now it's time for Aaron Kellim.
Perfect. All right. My last song, I feel like I should do a little sing along. I think it would be a good way to end. And this song, it's called Got You Baby. It's also out. You can find it anywhere that you stream music or find music. I wrote this when I first moved to LA. I was just like chasing any guitar playing gig, anything I could do. That's actually how I met Brenda. She was playing piano for someone I was playing guitar for. And in 2017, I decided to go back to the songwriting world and to release music as a solo artist for the first time ever. And so that comes with like, you say yes to a whole lot of things. There are always opportunities to meet somebody new. There's always a friend says, hey, you could work well with this person, blah, blah, blah. And I was driving to one of those situations where a friend had recommended me to one of his friends. And I just remember driving to that, and I was just so like worn out from the whole LA game that is this music industry. And I was driving there thinking to myself, like, gosh, I'm praying right now that when I show up, it's not going to be this random person who I have to try to woo with all the things I've done. I pray somehow it's just like my best friend from back home in Illinois happens to be the guy who's at this coffee shop. And so my brain started thinking about that. But then I also started thinking about, man, there's so many people doing what I'm doing right now, chasing this thing in LA, who are here alone. They don't have people. And I'm so lucky to be here with my wife. Like I came to LA with my wife, and I couldn't imagine trying to navigate this whole land that is Los Angeles and this industry without someone like that. So this song is called Got You Baby, and it was all those emotions wrapped into what you're about to hear. And it's really easy to sing. You just sing the words Got You Baby. And if you're with someone, sing it to them. If you want to be with someone, record yourself singing it and then send them a DM of you singing this to them.
Wait. I hate to do this. Please turn your guitar up for us, Aaron. We want to hear more of it for the finger picking.
Oh, you got it. Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. And just a kid growing up in a small town. All I ever really needed was my crew around. In sweatpants, no fear on the t-shirt. Basic kids, but we always had a chauffeur. I found my ride or die for life, but it wasn't in a woman. Love might get lost, but then it's found again. Friends might be friends until the very end, but I've seen them come and I've seen them go 1,000,000 times before. So I'm holding on, 'cause I got you, baby. That simple. Here we go. Said I got you, baby. And 19 with a dream and a paycheck. White V-ripped knee chain around my neck. And honestly, that's when I noticed things were changing. Lost myself in approval on the stages. I needed something that was real, and I found it in a woman. Love might get lost, but then it's found again. And friends might be friends until the very end, but I've seen them come and I've seen them go 1,000,000 times before. That's why I'm holding on, 'cause I got you, baby. Said I got you, baby. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I got you, baby. Said I got you, baby. Sometimes I wonder if I had chose the other, would I feel this way? Would I be chasing fame? I could never go back.
'cause I feel like I have found my weight in gold. And love might get lost, but then it's found again. And friends might be friends until the very end. But I've seen them come and I've seen them go a million times before. That's why I'm holding on. And love might get lost, but then it's found again. And friends might be friends until the very end. But I've seen them come, I've seen them go a million times before. That's why I'm holding on. Come on, 'cause I got you, baby. Said I got you, baby. Don't miss your chance, you better tell them. I said I got you, baby. Yeah, I got you, baby.
Woo-wee.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes. Oh, that was, I think, my favorite one of your set tonight.
Oh,
That was,
thank you.
that was great.
I appreciate
Beautiful.
it. Thank you.
It was so fun. Can we just okay, ready? Do the chorus right now. I know it's going to be latent, but we're all going to sing together. Really quick. We're going to just try this. Are you ready? You started off once.
'Cause I got you, baby.
Keep going. We're going to try this.
Said I got you, baby. Still sounds cool. I said I got you, baby. Uh-huh. Said I got you, baby.
We had to try it. I don't know what that
That's
sounds
fun.
like through the internet.
Around
At
it,
all.
it's beautiful.
I love sing-along songs. They're so much fun.
Yes.
They
Me
are
too.
fun. That's a great one, man. And it's again another good message. And I gotta say, as a woman, and this is a lesson for all the guys out there and just for all the ladies, like I think that song is very hopeful to a lot of like women. We're like, it's possible. I
can
knew
happen.
it was possible.
It is. I couldn't imagine being single in LA. I just
Oh,
mercy.
I have great stories. I'm sure Katie, like I'm sure all like we probably have the funniest stories for being single here.
Oh,
Single, being a single female in LA. Single in general, being a single female. Yeah. Wow.
I mean, there is at least I could say there's funny moments.
Yes, lots of funny moments.
Lots of funny moments, lots of good stories for like we probably forget them, but when we're 60, like it'll all just rush back and we'll be like, oh my gosh, can't believe I did that. Oh my goodness. Anyway, friends, that is Aaron Kellim. I keep saying Kellim, but it's Kellim.
Yeah,
Right?
but
Kellim.
yes, I like
Yes.
the emphasis though.
Kellim. No, it's
Kellim.
Aaron Kellim, everybody, once again. So
Thank
sorry.
you.
So
No, you're good.
funny. Dan Silverman is clapping for you, Aaron. And Deb Matthews says, Kristen, he got you, baby. We lucky. Love you both. Was totally seeing you in my mind back in the No Fear t-shirt days, Aaron.
Yes. I'm glad. I always wait for people to pick up on that line, but people don't talk about it often. So thanks, Ann Deffer.
Yeah. And
No
Paul
fear.
Rogers says, sending love from Bethalto.
Yep, my hometown.
Oh,
Born
nice.
and
Right on.
Okay.
Where is that?
It's in southern Illinois. It's outside. It's like 20 minutes outside of St. Louis.
Nice, man. Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching from a different time zone. We appreciate it, everyone. Tom's clapping for you. Dennis is also clapping for you. Is it Denise?
Dennis.
Oh, it is Dennis. Okay, good.
Yeah, that's my dad.
I was like, wait a minute. What if I was saying it wrong the whole time? No, we're good. All right, friends. Loretti, are you there?
I'm there.
Yeah, you're there.
Sorry, I had an alarm go off and then I was like, oh, I swiped it away, but then I lost audio. So
That's okay. Things happen in technology. So it's luckily you can just come back in. So it ain't no thing. And Katie's a pro, so she was ready to go. It's just, we're all ready. All right, my dear. Let's have Loretti do her third song for us tonight, all right?
there we go. So my last song tonight is called Congratulations. I actually released it May of 2020, so during the pandemic, with a music video that I created with my husband, Drew Summer. He edited the video and helped me out with that. And yeah, this is Congratulations. Congratulations is quite literally a song written in a moment where I wanted to kind of tell someone off, and it's gonna sound very nice, but I didn't mean it in a nice way. So here we go. Yeah.
Oh, there you are. I was like, where'd you go? Wait, so did you say who you wrote that about?
Well, I didn't.
Okay. You don't have to. I'm just curious.
I mean, like, it's, there's all types of listeners out there. I know you guys know this. There's some people that, like, really listen to the lyrics and they come up to you right after and say, hey, who was that about? And there's
Right.
other people who are like, that's such a pretty song. And I'm like, yeah. So, I mean, yeah.
It's a secret, is what you're saying.
Sort
It's
of
a
a thing.
secret. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
just trying to be, nice.
That's great.
But I do want to say that that song and my first song, "Let the Old Way Die," both of those were recorded at Moose Cat Recording Studios. I just want to give a shout out to Mike Post and Carly Rosenthal, who own Moose Cat, and I work with Mike for all the Loretti stuff. And
Awesome.
yeah, so congratulations is available on all the sites and Spotify and everything. And yeah, big shout out to Moose Cat.
Yay. Yeah, Moose Cat is a very, very cool studio in like mid-city area. It's
Mhm.
very, very cool, like home studio, but it's really, really nice. Really set up awesome, has good vibes. Good
Yeah,
good gear, like some decent gear. No.
yeah, very
Awesome.
nice here.
Awesome. Friends, again, that is Loretti. Yeah, look her up online, follow her, listen to her music, find out what it sounds like with a band. You
Yeah,
might be shocked. Who
yeah,
knows? Or you'll be like, it sounds the same, and that's great too. Frank loved your song. Paul Rogers says, such a sweet voice. Deb Matthews says, great song, Loretti. So glad you made it back for round 3.
yeah.
Dan Silverman said, yay. Dennis is clapping. Diane Tamisha said, so good, Loretti. And Tom is clapping, and Leanne is also clapping for you. Yay.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much. And that means we're going to hop over to our very last song of the evening, which means it's back to me. So here I go. So for my last song, so again, the first one was from Cognizance. The second one was from Solitary Refinement, which is out everywhere. It's called Alone. And this last song is from a 2014 album. We're going way back, called Satya. And this song's called Push Pull. And it was just written about just being tired of all the games people play. It's definitely a love song or a frustrated about love song. I hope you enjoy. All right. Oh, my lover, you ain't been a friend to me. It happened, you let me down. Oh, dear lover, you used to light my fire. Now my wicks burn right to the ground. Push, pull, back and forth. I'm not sure what it's for. Oh, dear lover, you left me on a wire, leaning forward, one more inch and die. Oh, dear lover, my eyes used to swell for you. Now my water's running dry. Push, pull, back and forth. I'm not sure what it's goodness.
Yay. I love a nice gliss.
My microphone kept falling, and I was like, oh gosh.
It sounded
Getting
great.
too loose. Well, okay, there it goes. That's good.
It sounded really great though.
Thank you so much. I was cracking myself up during that one. One song is said I always make myself laugh by either messing up or something, doing something dumb. But it wouldn't be a me playing live thing if something wasn't weird. That's one of my things.
Relatable.
Yeah,
That's fair.
something funny has to happen. Oh my gosh, I love how silent you guys are. Shh, don't say anything. Don't say anything at all. Oh my goodness. Tom said that Loretti that he saw you at Hotel Cafe on January 20th.
Yeah.
That's so
That's like
fun.
10 years. Seems like 10 years ago.
Yeah, it really does. It really, really does. It's so crazy. My mom said, "Awesome final round, everyone. Great song selections and talent. Keep creating."
Thanks, Brenda's mom.
Yeah.
Her name's Carla. For
Thanks,
anyone
Carla.
who cares. Paul, thank you so much. You are also amazing. Love the show. Thanks everyone for the great night of music, says Tom. And Dan Silverman says everyone was incredible. Thank you so much. We thank you all. Thank you, Frank, for the love. We really appreciate it. And thank you so much for tuning in too. Deb Matthews, so much talent. Thanks for sharing. Dennis is clapping and Chuck is clapping. I feel like Oprah right now. And you're clapping and you're clapping and you're clapping. And it's great. Before we take our leave, I do want to one more time announce everyone. So again, this is Circle Up. I'll be back next Monday at 7 with new artists. Feel free to join in. This evening we had Loretti and Aaron Kellim and Katie Ferrara. And again, my name is Brenda Carsey. Please follow all of us again. Every artist on the screen's Instagram and Facebook pages are in the description section of this live video, so you can just click it. It'll take you right there. And if you have it within your means tonight and offer a contribution, thank you so much to everyone who's already sent us a tip. We really, really appreciate it. At Venmo, Venmo at Brenda Carsey, PayPal contact at BrendaCarseyArt.com. Please write Circle Up in the memo section. And again, all of that is being split completely evenly amongst all four of us because Wonder or Not Productions believes in democracy and egalitarianism in a real way. But yeah, we really appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Good night, everyone.
Thanks, you guys. This is fun. Bye.